I think one of the absolutely most terrifying things when you have an alcohol use disorder, or if you have someone who suffers from alcoholism in your family, is watching and observing the physical pain and anguish that they go through on a regular basis, especially when it involves a binge drinking. And this has to be the biggest red flag, the most obvious red flag of all, that they have a serious issue. When they're binge drinking to excess for 2, 3, 4, 5 a week, and they can't stop drinking to the point where they're passing out. And then when they start coming down, the anguish and the, oh my God, it's so bad. When they're praying to the porcelain god for 2 and 3 days, and they can't even stand up. If you've ever experienced that, then it's time to get serious help. Or if you have a family member going through that, you absolutely have to throw everything into it to make sure they get professional help. And for example, I remember the first time my wife went through a serious binge drinking episode, and it was crazy. I can't remember the stress that set it off at the time, but it ended up lasting about 3 weeks. And what happened was she would drink her regular bottle of wine, but then it became 2 and 3 bottles, and I think she got into hard alcohol somehow. And she was so drunk she couldn't even walk or talk. And when she started coming down, when she started becoming sober, the dry heaves and the detox, the natural detoxification of her body was so bad that, she would, be on the floor in front of the toilet for literally hours at a time, dry heaving, to the point where she had blood coming up out of her throat. It was just hideous. And you think that's going to be a deterrent to stop drinking ever again. And it's not. It's the saddest part. And I think the physical anguish was the most difficult thing to watch as a family member. Her face would turn beet red because her hormonal activity was completely off. She wouldn't take her thyroid medication because that was off, because it would be vomited up. Her eyeballs were bloodshot. And I think every joint in her body was just in agony because of the alcohol intake, because it's not natural to intake that much volume of alcohol, certainly over a period of a week or two. And just going through that and not making that a deterrent was just the craziest thing I'd ever seen. In later times, there were times when she called 911 herself. I can remember being home, working in my office, and all of a sudden a fire truck and an ambulance pull up in front of our house, and I'm like, wow, they're coming to our house. What's going on? And you think about the craziness that you go through as a family member. And really the point of this video is, if you have behavior like this going on in your family, or you recognize it in yourself as an alcoholic, do not put up with it. Do not allow this to continue and make this the new normal in your life. Because it's going to destroy your family. It's also going to destroy the alcoholic. And it's going to get worse. No matter what the alcoholic says, it only happened this one time. Nothing could be further from the truth. This is just the beginning, and it's going to get worse and worse. So again, click on the link above, schedule a breakthrough call. I've helped thousands of alcoholics, and just as importantly, I've educated and helped their families. Again, please like, share, and comment. And again, we have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism, which is becoming a very good support group. And we talk about these issues and more every day. And again, thanks for listening.